standoff is over in Philadelphia. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now on this Friday, June the 12th. Yesterday afternoon, the Eagles released Evan Mathis, a Pro Bowl left guard, recent All-Pro, one of the best offensive linemen in the sport, now gone away from the Philadelphia Eagles. And once again, my way or the highway, Chip Kelly does what he wants. And this time, there is no justifying the move. There is no way to spin this that it makes the Eagles a better football team in 2015. The Eagles' offseason has been tumultuous since Chip Kelly took power, grabbed power from general manager Howie Roseman, and became in charge of the entire Eagles organization at the end of last season. Gone LaShawn McCoy, gone Todd Herremans, gone Trent Cole, all these new players in. Swap of quarterbacks from Nick Foles to Sam Bradford. See you later, Jeremy Maclin. All the Marcus Mariota rumors. It has been a crazy offseason around the Philadelphia Eagles. But up until now, up until this point, every single move the Eagles have made, you could justify. Whether you're a pro-Chip Kelly fan, whether you're an anti-Chip Kelly fan, or whether you're just in the neutral in the middle watching this from afar and saying, what is that guy doing in Philadelphia? Every single move thus far, you could spin it as, okay, I can see it. I can see where he's coming from, where his logic is on this. Swapping out Bradford for Foles, yes, even if you don't want to pay Bradford that money, even if you're worried about his knees and his injuries and all that kind of stuff, he's a more talented quarterback than Nick Foles is or probably ever will be. Letting Maclin go because you don't want to pay top dollar, well, you use that money to maybe sign Byron Maxwell and a couple other free agents. So everything the Eagles have done here, even if you disagreed, especially the LaShawn McCoy trade for Kiko Alonso, you could justify what the end game was. And that, of course, to make the Philadelphia Eagles a Super Bowl contender here in 2015 and beyond. How the Evan Mathis release yesterday helps with that goal does not make any sense. Evan Mathis, one of the best guards in the league since he arrived to the Eagles in 2011. And yes, 2 years running now, he asked for a new contract. 2 years running now, missed voluntary workouts. 2 years running now, loomed over the team as a contract issue. But last year, when he did show up and he was healthy, he played well. When he's there, he plays well. And according to reports, according to Mathis himself, he was showing up next week to minicamp. He planned to be there when things got involuntary, when he had to be there, when they became mandatory. Evan Mathis was going to be there and be part of the Eagles. To release him now, to not find a trade, and more importantly, to not, if this was part of the plan or this was ever in the Eagles' mind, to not now, 2 years in a row, especially this past year, go out in the draft and find an offensive lineman. The Eagles in the last two drafts, despite having Jason Peters getting up there in age, despite having to release Todd Herremans because of the slip in his play the last couple of years, and now the release of Evan Mathis. Despite those looming issues for the Eagles, they didn't draft an offensive lineman in the 2014 draft, and they didn't draft one offensive lineman in the 2015 draft. So you could tell me about depth, you could tell me about culture, you could tell me about all these things. But when I look at this move, I look at Chip Kelly's ego, I look at his lack of planning, and I look at the Philadelphia Eagles as a worse football team today than they were yesterday. And the fact that they couldn't figure this out makes them a worse football team. And no matter where you stand on Chip Kelly, no matter where you stand on the moves he's made, this one can't be justified. In one move on Thursday afternoon, he made the Philadelphia Eagles worse, and that is never a good look for a head coach. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports.